Okay, it worked. Can I be heard? HD Pro Cam. Let's see here. Let me. Uh, mhm. Oh, that's different. So what's up? Uh, right now, I am trying to. Well, I'm getting. What's up? In case you did not know, I'm Mike Watson, publisher of Freestyle Comics, lead creative, and all that good jazzy stuff. And I am currently getting convention ready. I am watching My Hero Academia again, getting in my feelings. But I figured I would start a video to get hyped up for GalaxyCon Columbus, which is coming this weekend. Your boy's got like nine panels to do this weekend, and I'll be at the booth doing the thing that we do, or that I do, that we all do as creators, is get these floppies out to you, get these books out to you. But I wanted to gab, I wanted to talk, I wanted to get on here for a bit, and I wanted to actually like show, like getting ready for the show, the kind of issues that you have, things that you may run into. And one of the things that I'm running into right now is that we have moved. Can you see my environment is changing different? And my printers are wireless printers, and switching to new internet service and getting that all installed and stuff, my printers have not been able to connect. I have not been able to find my printers wirelessly to connect them to the computer and all that good jazzy stuff. So then, because I print my own prints, and I have new prints courtesy of Ryan Robinson. We did a couple collaborations that I want to get printed. And then I want to get little nicks and knacks printed for the show. It's a home show, so I want to kind of go somewhat decent, somewhat big or whatnot into the show. I normally do a lot of stuff. I'm trying to find the good balance between a lot of stuff and medium stuff. As my leg is also twisted my knee, so lugging and carrying and stuff is going to be a challenge for me. So I'm trying to find that happy medium for the show. I ordered all my supplies for the printing to print my supplies, and I'm kind of behind right now. So like I haven't done a show. The last two shows I haven't been able to do. So having a show now to do one is what's really good timing, and hopefully I get things back up into the green. That's what we're using. Get caught up. Moving is expensive. Both cars went down. That sucked. Had to pay for both of those to get repaired, and yeah, it's just lifing. And so trying to find the balance for it, and get it crapping. I fixed the issue on Facebook. The videos are now posting publicly, so I should be able to see your comments and stuff on here, and we should be able to stream. So all my cursing and swearing at Facebook, I apologize. User error, as I use Google to look up some stuff and figure out how to fix it. But tomato. So back to part of the issue. So I have last time my printers were messing up, I contacted an IT service for Canon. It cost like $50, but they walked me through it and got it all set up. So I tried to do that again, and I might have discovered a scam, which is infuriating because they did not help me. I I knew that the service would cost, but I was at my wit's end because I can't get the printers hooked up. I just wirelessly it's not working, and I went ahead and did the service, and I had scheduled for a call for them to call me to walk me through, because I don't want to talk to a computer. I don't want to talk to an AI system. I want to talk to a person. And the chat started, and I was looking at my phone. It said, "Going to be calling you soon." And then the person started asking me questions in the chat, and I was like, "Hey, is you gonna call me?" He's like, "Well, it's just gonna be a chat for right now." Nah, Bob. I didn't pay for a chat. We talked about I paid for a phone call communication to walk me through these IT issues. So you need to call me. Crickets. Don't say nothing. And then the option comes up to cancel this and find another agent. Well, it took 25 minutes to find this agent. But I was like, you know what, forget it. Let's go. Cancel it. Because I'm not liking this person's attitude and they're not responding. And then it was taking forever to find another agent. And then to find out, just like, you know what, just cancel this and refund. Just cancel this and refund. And then they said, oh, you got to go to the membership page to do that. When did I get a membership? I didn't sign up for no damn membership. Come to see, I signed up for a membership. I'm like, man, y'all go through the most elaborate schemes to get money from people. So I canceled the membership and I filed a complaint with PayPal to get that refunded. Travis, would you like to come onto the stream? You always get at me before I can get at you. But yeah, you're more than welcome to come onto the stream, Travis, if you want to. This shit keep happening. That's Travis Gibb in the chat, everybody. Your book has the most follows. So what are you now complaining about? Oh, we'll get to that. Filed a complaint with PayPal. They took care of the issue, but now I'm sitting here. And I'm trying to figure out how to do a wired connection. Travis is hilarious. I'll get rid of it, Travis. I sent you the link if you want to pop on here. Oh, there. We'll just do one of our sponsors instead. Travis is hilarious, y'all. So now I'm trying to set the printers up with the wire connections so I can get that to work. If I can't get that to work, then I have to see if I've already talked to Ryan Robinson. He said I can help. He can help me. What's up, Travis?
I'm sorry, it's super dark. I was not prepared for a video. Hold on, I'll turn on a light. And we'll talk about this propaganda that continues to happen over at FSK Universe.
I feel like the propaganda gets you fired up.
Here's the situation. You don't even have issue 13 out, and you're promoting this crossover bullshit like it's the best thing that's ever happened since sliced bread. It's not. Danny Quick's not that good. He's good on TikTok. Stick to TikTok where you belong, Danny Quick. I don't want to see you on Facebook. You don't belong on Facebook with the real people, with the real creators who are not messing around.
That is wild. Hey, he means business, y'all.
You know, we're trying to create amazing comics, not for a Kickstarter audience, for a Facebook audience, for people who love and cherish this medium, not feel it's throwaway in 5-second clips for tiki-talkie. All right?
I love how you call it tiki-talkie.
It is tiki-talkie. It's not to be taken seriously.
It's not to be taken seriously. You're wild, wow. Oh, Travis, I've loved the energy that you have brought to this. I also think it's amazing that you have jumped up in follows. You have so many follows on the page for the Hot Shot book.
It doesn't take a lot of work. It's just called being talented and showing people the propaganda that's happening and why I'm not getting the proper respect that I deserve in comics.
The proper respect. Travis, aren't you a 2-time award-winning Ringo artist? Right?
That's what I'm saying. And then again, there's video after video of Danny Quick being the best thing since sliced bread. Ace Blade being his most important character. What in fact is an Ace Blade? It's not even a thing, right? Is it a card? Is it a blade? What is it? Like, it's not like it's a made up word. We're talking nonsense here. Like baby words, like binky. Ace word is like the binky of comics.
A binky is the little thing, a pacifier.
Right. Ace Blade is a pacifier of superheroes.
Travis,
what?
I love you so much. the binky is wild.
You know, when I sent my original message, when I called you guys out, my wife was like, "What did Michael Watson do? Why do we have to put him on our shit list?" And, you know, it was all in good fun, but every day I see a video, more Ace Blade Hotshot. Ace, you know, there's a lot of people who created this epic universe gauntlet. I am number one. I am the guy who threw the gauntlet. I am the guy who has the best looking character, the best villain that's ever been created in comics. Hands down. And someone had the audacity in the comments to go, looks a little like Sandman or Clayface. Like that is nonsense. See, you don't even put my villain on the front because he's just too epic. You don't want to you didn't want me to cut too far ahead of Ace Blades.
Characters back there. You know? I did see that comment, but I don't think they were poking fun, Travis. I think they were giving you props like, hey, that's a great, you know, inspired character.
No, I think they're part of the Ace Blade propaganda machine that Danny Quick is putting together. I know about the secret Discord, Danny Quick. Of people you have. Yeah, there's a secret Discord of all about taking down Travis Gibb. Make sure issue 14 is not produced. It doesn't have fans because the Ace Blade Hotshot crossover is the best thing. And I'm not going to allow it to happen. I'm not going to allow it, Michael Watson. You know, issue 16 and on, they're fine. I have no issues with them. Issue 15, we have some issues.
Just Travis, Danny Quick.
Just Danny Quick, yeah. He's out to get me. I don't know what I did to him. I don't know what his Tiki-Taki Union is doing, but
Tiki-Taki Union. I freaking love it. Tiki-Taki Union. Well, you know what, Travis?
What?
I wanted to put together a proper video, which I still will do. But let's go ahead and talk about your issue of Hot Shot since we have you here.
Right. No, I just looked and we have hold on. He has 23. How many do I have?
You have 32.
Right, which is exactly backwards of what he has. And it'll keep doing that, Danny Quick. You can add another one. I'll be another one. I'm always going to be 10 ahead of you.
Okay.
What do you want to know about Gravel and the amazing book? No crossover necessary to make this book better. You know, just straight comics. I don't need a two-parter. I don't need a Tiki-Taki shop to brag about how better. I don't need a Chiron show to say it's just pure talent and comic creation.
Pure talent and comic creation.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk about like what even brought this thing about? Like, how do we even get here? Where two-time Ringo Award-winning writer Travis Gibb, the captain of the Cthulhu Invade series, the leader in the Hospice ongoing crossover series, right, and the architect and owner of Orange Comb. How do we even get here where you are writing a Hot Shot book?
Well, first we got to back up because I'm not a winner. I'm a first person to get in the room twice. I got in the room twice. They gave it to Batman one time, and they gave it to another book. I mean, I lost to Batman though. Has Ace Blade lost to Batman? I don't think Ace Blade. I don't think Batman knows who Ace Blade is. But
I wish Quick was here.
No, Quick doesn't need to be here. Quick knows to run. Quick is watching this from afar, scared. He's scared. He's probably in the bathroom, like in the shower, just holding himself, crying, like watching this video, like just crying and tears running down his face. The water is rushing it away. You don't know what's tears and what's the water from the shower because he's just scared. He's scared of what I bring, the power and the energy.
The power. I feel it. All right. Well.
You kept having, so what happened was, you and I have been friends for a long time, and I read Hot Shot. I think at the time it was 1 through 6, maybe 1 through 7. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, he should probably fight somebody else since he's just fighting one dude. And you're like, don't worry, the next arc he's fighting another dude. So we got like 2 arcs and he fought 2 dudes. And then he's got 1 villain in Vigilance, right? Like, so he had three villains, right?
Okay.
We're like 12 issues in with 3 villains. Like, this isn't gonna work, Michael Watson. Like, this is not how superheroes work. Like, you gotta give them a universe. We've got to compete with Spider-Man and Batman of these epic rogues galleries. So I was like, you know what? I'll give you a villain. Let me write you an issue. And you're like, all right, I'll let you write an issue. And I wrote it, and you're like, that's pretty good. And then 3 years later, I had to find my own artist to finish it. You finally was like, all right, I'll put it. And then once it's done, you're like, oh, I'm hiring a whole bunch of other people, taking away all my glory. I mean, not that I'm mad. I'm just taking away all my glory. Now it's a gauntlet. Now everybody's getting their own villain, even though I'm the OG. Like, it's just attack after attack after attack on me and my character,
I feel you. You
do you now?
Absolutely understand where you're coming from.
Right.
But all in all, the book is being made. It is in the coloring and lettering process. And as you said, I do think that this story is really good. It's it's a unique story for FSK, not one that I've seen in a lot of comics either. Can you talk about what you brought to this issue of Hot Shot that makes it so unique?
Yeah, so to get serious for a minute, for some reason, even though I am white and from New Hampshire, I'm super like interested in the immigrant plight. Like, I hate ICE and I hate like the immigrant story. Like, if you guys are a Hamilton fan, like that immigrant story of like coming here, American dream and doing that stuff. So I wanted to write about that kind of strife in creating a villain. I wanted to create a villain who has much like the early Spider-Man villains, right? They're evil for a purpose. Like, they're not just evil to be evil. They're not trying to take over the world. So I wanted to give the Hot Shot universe a character who's sympathetic, who at this particular confrontation with Hot Shot, he's the bad guy, but that doesn't mean in the future he couldn't be a good guy or an anti-hero, but he has legitimate reasons for being mad and angry at the universe for the stuff that he's gone through. And I talked about real things that are going on in the world. So we created this great character. Actually, I don't know about the other writers in the series, but mine is really focused on the villain and then putting Hot Shot in it. And then a parallel to what's happening in 13. Because 13, Hot Shot goes through some stuff. He's kind of dealing with some stuff. This is kind of the parallel of, because he's going through this stuff, he's not paying attention to everything and kind of really pushing in the plots that have been built up in the 13 issues prior to kind of show, hey, because you're this and because of the new status quo of Hot Shot, you may have missed things that if we're going to keep superheroing with this new costume, with the new status quo, you're going to have to, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, with the new status quo, you're going to have to, change the way you do things, and you're going to have to change the way you look at things.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So now that we have this story coming in, and I think this is like you said, it is a plight, and it's very it's good that we're exploring that and having conversations about that with our characters and seeing how the characters deal with it. Also, I love our conversations that we have, because we do hang out and talk from time to time, and it always kind of like follows that flow of, well, what you got going, all right, or what you have going, and then like we barter back and forth on like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. What if you did this or you did that? So always appreciative of those things. So in when Travis says that, says this, and how we have a whole roster of writers and stuff now. Let's to be serious. Travis is the inspiration for this because if he didn't lead the way with this title, if he didn't lead the way with this story, with this character, I would have never been able to come up with Hotshot running the gauntlet and creating other villains for other writers to take on to add their voice to this character and give us something different for Hotshot to face. That is, almost in the theme of a Saturday morning cartoon. So each book you get a grand adventure that's for the most part resolved in that single issue. Printer's being dumb. Gonna have to Google it.
Stupid printer.
I know. They make this technology stuff to be easier, and it makes things more complicated sometimes. But I am going to figure it out because if I can hook this wired connection up in here, that would be extremely helpful.
So what? So when are we launching 13?
13 will be launched January 2nd.
January 2nd? All right. So it's the first FSK book of the year?
Yes. And then your issue 14 will be scheduled for March.
Okay. So every 2 months is the goal? Is the plan?
Every 2 months is the goal. The extension is every quarter. That's what I'm going for right now. Every quarter.
Okay.
So issue 14 is being colored by Veronica right now. Danny Cooper's adding the letters. And the book that shall not be mentioned. Got the layouts done for those. I got to get the second part approved. I've got I got an artist to do issue 16. I'm hoping by then I can swing back around. What I'm hoping is get that rotation of artists on the books to get them all done. So like maybe I'm drawing every other issue, or just kind of picking the ones that I want to draw.
So not mine. That's fine. Yeah.
Huh?
So not mine. Yeah, I understand. I hear you.
No. I want to get your guy taken care of first before I ask him to do another book. I don't want those to get stacked up. So once we get that taken care of, then I'm gonna be like, hey, you up for another one? Here we go.
Oh, I meant you not drawing mine, so you can only draw the ones you like. I understand. I'm just messing with you. You're fine.
Hey, I'm a little slow on the draw today. But I will attest that it is a very good issue. I love, the fact, like, just like in those classics, Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, the villain is the person is discovered in this issue. They go through their metamorphosis, why they are angry, and then the hero has to somewhat resolve it. And technically, these things don't get resolved all the way in some of these stories that we have in the Gauntlet. These are things that are going to be an ongoing kind of presence for Hotshot, or it's just like sometimes it just isn't an answer right in that moment. So what are you doing, or what do we do to work towards finding an answer?
Well, and the goal, I think, at the end of this is Hotshot will hopefully evolve, right? Like,
yeah,
he's fought two people. One of them kind of gave him his powers on some level. The second one was very personal, right? So, like, when it's less personal, what does it look like? Who does Hotshot? What is it like to be Hotshot? Like, just trying to do good, like doing good. What does that look like, right?
Yeah,
I don't think Hotshot's had the opportunity to see what that looks like as a character.
No, everything's been so fast paced, and we've done the longer storytelling, so we don't get to see that chance. We don't get to see those moments, or even get to sit with them, which is a key factor to this new run for him running the Gauntlet. Because just when you kind of settle the dust with issue 14, he's hit with another problem.
Right.
He's hit with another villain. And while we do have some villains who are just evil for the fact that they like to cause destruction, some, as Alfred said, some men just like to see the world burn.
Right.
We have a lot of villains who are, pushed into the situation due to, out of pocket situations, circumstances, or whatnot. And there are a few of these characters who Hotshot relates to, i.e., Gravel. There's
Yeah.
there's a situation that Gravel he got screwed over. He got screwed over trying to work and support his family. And because he does not have his paperwork and things like that, he got cheated out of, getting the proper medical attention, getting the money to take care of his situation because he can't work anymore. So that is that is enraging. That would cause anger, especially when you have other people that are depending on you.
Yeah, no, I definitely see that. And then I think that what's cool about it as you're building the storyline is what does it look like um, going forward with these characters? Who's going to come back later? What purpose are they going to serve? Are they going to show back up in, one of the good things about being part of the FSK universe is these characters may show up in another book, right?
Yes.
One of these villains may be important in Vigilance in the future, not a Hotshot character. They just because they appear here, right? Sabretooth appeared in Iron Fist, but he's not an Iron Fist villain, right? He's
Right.
a Wolverine villain.
So, and that's some of the great stuff with it is that once these villains, that's why each book has a variant cover that is the first appearance cover, because this obviously is their first appearance, but we have other titles that these characters can interact with and engage with. Like, so what does it look like when Gravel does cross into Heroes International,
Right.
or a Vigilance book, or Cypher, or Taijutsu Gates, or Wolf? So any of these characters can interact because now this world is building up with more life. So, super fun.
Well, and I think the other thing about it, when you look at, if you scroll down just a little bit so we can see the map of what's coming, you've got some great people here. You've got Carla, who is fantastic. You've got, this is the first woman writing.
Yeah. This is the first woman writing Hotshot. I was like, Travis froze up. Or did I freeze up? Let's see. Okay, I lost Travis. Oh, here he goes. He popped back in.
Yeah, it all went crazy for a minute. I think you lost connection because I got kicked. So
yeah, I was looking on the stream to see which one was frozen, but you came back in.
Yeah, but you got Carla, the first woman, and then you got Morgan. I don't know Lloyd. Tell me about Lloyd Stanley Jones. I don't know that person.
Oh, Lloyd is he runs Midnight with his wife. They both run the comic company. They've done a bunch of different stuff. I met Lloyd at some comic book conventions, and they get pretty busy with their characters and development. He does kind of like the Indieverse beatdown stuff. Big on engagement and collaboration with other creators. Always wants to figure out how we can all move forward and help, so everybody can eat.
And then you phoned it in. You were like Tony Clapper. I guess I'll let him do something. All right.
Phoned it in is wild.
Because he was just, since he let you go to that con, he put a whole con together. You're like, all right, I'll give you 19.
Tony's 19.
And then Kyron, I assume, was also mad about Danny Crick getting so much credit. So Kyron came on. I see that. And you got Brian Lambert. He gets a two-parter. I see. Again, showing favoritism.
Hey, Travis does this K-Fab shit so perfectly. I need other creators to jump aboard on this thing. So,
but what's cool about it? This is the next 3 trades, right? So you and I talked about it privately before. 13 to Ace Blade 11 will be the next trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 16 through 19 will be the trade after that, and then 20 to 23 will be the trade after that, which is really that. We're talking up to volume 5 right here, right? Or is that 6?
Volume 6. Volume 6.
Crazy. That's crazy talk. And then what else you got? Which I've again, this is private talk. 2 omnibuses right there. You got volume 1 through 13, and then 14 through 23. as the second. You know, that those are just my marketing brain and excitement of like what those books could be and what those look like, you know?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. We love the trade market. A lot of people are big fans of trades and wrapping books up like that. That gives us less to carry around at these shows and things like that. But also omnibus possibilities with the first half, and then 14 through 23 as a second omnibus. And then we're like, along with this, we're also working on the next story arc after this, which is Zero Event Emergence. And to get some insider on like just trying to be um, a creator and trying and working indie comics. Travis has a very successful record on Kickstarter, so he knows all about the Kickstarter hustle or whatnot. And for a while, we've been trying, us at FSK have been trying to get what's called a book in the hole, where the book that you bring to Kickstarter is new to the Kickstarter audience, but financially that book has already been taken care of. Which that's what we have with Hotshot 13. So we do pretty good numbers on that. Then the transitional goal is that Hotshot 13 has now paid for Hotshot 14. We bring 14 to Kickstarter, 14 pays for 15, and just kind of ride that wave all the way through for the rest of our production schedule.
And I'm more expensive than Danny Quick, so I mean, you've got to get more money for 14. You know, it's tough. You know, whatever Danny's being paid, I need to be paid at least double. Just
double.
Yeah, he gets double issues. I get double pay. That's fine.
I didn't even think of the value of that. That's wild. He gets double issues. You get double pay.
Yeah, come on. Oh, look, it's dead, buddy.
Wait, I charged it.
You charged it 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah, my son, he charged the Switch 3 weeks ago, and he's wondering why it doesn't have a charge anymore.
Yeah, but you got to charge that thing up on a regular.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
But I didn't barely use it.
You didn't barely use it? I know, but it's still going to die. It's just the way it works. Are you trying to play Fortnite, Whoopi?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it on the
Hey, Danny J. Quick said $0 times 2 is still 0, I think.
But it's double the 0 that he gets.
Hey, he don't care as long as he gets one up over you, Danny. At least as long as there is one up above you.
Much like followers, Mr. Tiki Taki, 32 followers versus 23. I'll get my baby to 100 before we go. Mark, I haven't even tried, bro. Like you don't even. When I'm ready to go to war with Mr. Tiki Taki, like I'm ready to go to war, Mr. Pacifier Man.
Well, that is excellent because this is all just what I've called casual promotion, just getting out there to make people aware and things like that. So there will be here a stronger push as we get closer to each person's release of their books. I'm actually taking a scheme from Travis. When we were invited to do the Hospice series with Travis, there were 6 books on there. Each book had an individual Kickstarter launch, and what'd you do? A month and a half apart release?
Yeah.
And we rode that wave as each person got a book or each audience got a book. The wave got bigger and bigger as we got to each Kickstarter. So that's the same thing we're hoping to do here with the Gauntlet.
Yeah, no, I think you got a great cast. I think it'll be a really fun book when they're all together. I think you've got some great characters. I've seen all the character designs, and I've seen some of the synopsis. And I know that these are being heavily worked on and looked at and note. Now, the question is, because you still haven't done 0 Hour, right? Is that what it's called?
Zero Event Emergence.
0 Event Emergence. So, like, all these characters can appear in that now because you slacked long enough that our shit's relevant, right?
Yes. All these characters will absolutely be seen in 0 Event Emergence. That is going to be FSK's first cataclysmic world event, as in something that affects the entire world in our universe. That's where we're starting at for our first big crossover. So it's going to involve all the characters that we've seen concurrently up to date and a bunch of new characters that will be coming and happening.
He wants to show his Peter Griffin coin from Fortnite.
Oh, hold on. Let's get a good view.
We'll make it big. They're going to make it big. Just show it off. Where do you get it from? It's a medallion from what?
Fortnite.
You got that from Fortnite?
Mhm. It's from a 3D printer.
Oh, that's what's up.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up, buddy. Go play. Go quick. Put it on the charger. My phone is also dead that he's playing with because he also didn't charge that.
And then the other switch is dead, and then the other phone is dead.
Wow. Well, quit charging things, maybe.
Mother's phone, she didn't put the phone on the charger last night.
Go play.
You make sure to get some play out of those for real.
But I got stuff to do. I've got comics to write myself. But I'm excited about the Gauntlet. I'm excited about Gravel, for people to meet Gravel. I'm excited about Hotshot 13. I'm excited about my trades coming in the mail. They'll be here any day. I've heard they've been shipped. So like any day. It's just the Christmas mail, right? It's just very, very slow.
Hey, not even gonna front you, Travis. I keep forgetting to ask you for your address.
I've backed your stuff before. I haven't moved.
That's a valid point. That's a valid point.
But sure, I'll give you my address, so then you have one less excuse. We can keep going.
Hey, chop down my excuses like you're chopping down a tree. One branch at a time.
But no, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this really cool stuff. I like the art style. I assume it's intentional that they're kind of monocolor, like the writer's copies. Like they have like one solid color background to kind of make them all kind of look like they go together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So are we just doing 2 covers for 14, or we got more?
No, when we I want to look for, and I'm sure you know some artists too that we could probably grab, but I would like to get 2 more covers on 14.
Okay.
I want to do for each book. I want to do a story cover, the writer's cover, and just like 2 pinup style covers for just to round it out. But I don't have any. I mean, there's a ton of people. I've kind of reached out to some people. A lot of people are already booked though. Like their queue is real long, so trying to find some other artists on there. But as we get closer, we're definitely I definitely want to have 2 more covers on there plus the 2.
Well, you need 2. You got all your covers for 13?
Oh yeah, I already got all the covers for 13.
Well, 14's tough too, because you got the new costume.
Yes, we do have the new costume, so I got to make sure that I am doing that. No, because Danny Cooper, I was working on one of the covers, and he was like, "Mike, did you mean not to use the new costume?" And I was like, "Oh shit." I'm so used to just drawing Hotshot as is. I forgot we got a new costume for him. So so we got to make sure we get that on.
And that new costume, according to Brian, is way harder to draw.
Yeah, I would also agree with Ryan. It is. I would definitely keep the character sheet out as I am drawing it myself.
Because there's a lot more elements that you can forget on the new one versus the old one.
Yeah. So we'll see how long the new costume lasts. So we'll see how many issues is in or whatnot. I've already got a couple people threatening me in my inbox about returning Hotshot to his original costume.
Okay.
Which I think is great publicity. But
that's a good sign. I mean, I miss the little arm pad things, right? I like that. The little arm pad things were cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you really should. I know you already have the cover for 14 kind of put together like with the new costume, but really shouldn't you have one that matches issue 1 with the new costume? Like it looks the same just in the new costume?
God dang. I didn't even think about that.
See? This is what, and I don't know how much it costs. I've never looked it up. But if you have one of those lenticular covers where you move it, hold the new costume.
I didn't even think to do,
because I think to do those lenticular covers, I think they got to be in the same position, right?
Yeah.
So you get the old cover and then you put the new costume. I don't know how much those cost. It may be way not cost prohibitive, but could be very cool.
Well, if there aren't any mandatory numbers on those, we can always make it like a collector's level.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you find the best Hotshot #1 cover, and then you put the new costume in the same exact position, and then you move the lenticular, and you'll see the new and old costume.
Oh yeah. All right. That's a good one. We're writing that one down.
And that's something we've got to even look at the again, talking shop if we need to. What's great about my story, I'm not sure if we have a good shot of him in the new costume in the issue. We got to make sure that that's prominent. Because does it show up in 13, the new costume? Do you show it in 13?
No, we don't show it in 13.
Okay.
14 is the first appearance of the new costume. And I was thinking that too. We got to make sure we had a good shot in there. So
we got to make sure. I think we do, but if we don't, we just got to plan for that now because we're still in that point. This is how comics are made, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how it goes. You know, you think of things and you make sure that they are what they need to be.
Absolutely, we have more than enough time if we want to put that in there to do it. So,
yeah. I think the page count is weird too because we added a page, so I think we've got a page if we need to throw one in. So,
yeah. All right, and this is why I love collaboration because so when you're doing all this stuff and you're working with other people and you're trying to get your books made and you're doing the art and stuff, you kind of get zero focused and you just stay in your lane. You're like, all right, I gotta get this done, get this checklist, and then you go ahead and have a conversation about the book. And you're like, fuck, I didn't think of that. That makes sense. Oh, yeah. So,
hold on, I'm looking at Touch Shot 14 right now. Where is it? Pencils, letters, inks. Let's see. Let's see. No spoilers here, not showing you, but he's got a decent one on page 15, but we might want to add. Oh yeah, no, he shows up pretty good, but maybe you could add. Here, I'll share screens. We ain't scared. I've seen all the stuff you share with your other stuff.
Yeah.
All right. You see where we're at? Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So on the next page, he shows up and does this, but maybe we need a shot with him flying in just in the air in between.
Oh, yeah.
You may just need an air shot to show the new costume.
Okay. Yeah. I think we can work that
and that would bring us to 24.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have Brian do that if you wanted me to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because we can.
Yeah, I mean it'll fit. Let me just make sure it doesn't mess up any. I don't think it messes up any page turns. As long as you don't have any double page spread, we should be okay.
No.
We don't have a double page. Yep. So.
Because that could also be Hot Shot flying in, getting ready to arrive on scene, and make sure you stand in front of the camera so they see the new costume.
Yeah. So you get the 13, and then it's because he's flying right here. You don't see him, and then 14, you get the. You've got him looking up, looking down.
Yeah. All righty.
Hey, this is why we do these things.
That's part of the process. You guys just got to witness that live here on the stream.
Right. And you won't see that kind of stuff with Ace Blade. See, Danny Quick, when they were talking, if you watch any of those past videos, Danny Quick's like, oh, it's just good. You're perfect, Michael Watson. I don't know how to do anything. I've never made a comic before. Oh, I'm going to surprise. No, we just got to make it better because I care about this product. Unlike you, Danny Quick, I care about it. I don't just care about the second part of the crossover with Ace Blade. I care about the Hot Shot issue only.
Hey, this is the joy and fun of making comics. So, Travis, I actually have a question for you because
sure.
I'm all wrapped up in My Hero Academia. The final season's happening, last couple episodes, and I've been really moved by their final couple battle moments. They've done a lot of callbacks, a lot of character driven moments and things like that. Is there something that you read or that you watch that inspires you to say this is why I write comics, this is why I do this?
In all media or in comics?
Well, just in comics. So for me, watching these last couple episodes of Hero Academia when I watch them, I take them in. I'm like, man, this is the type of feeling. What I'm feeling right now is what I want to give my readers when they read books. This is the type of story I want to have that has impact on your emotions and the action.
Yeah, I mean it's few and far between now because I read so much. I mean, my weekly pull is about $70, so I spend a lot of money on comics. But just a recent impact, Absolute Batman, the last issue of that just came out, like it's just fucking awesome and cool.
Oh,
Like it's just cool. Like what is that? John Constantine. That was Hellblazer when he first reading it. The first time you read through it, like I don't know a book like this. Like he's an asshole. Like he literally has no redeeming qualities. Like if you don't know, there's a whole arc where John Constantine like makes 1,000 deals with devils and demons so he can keep smoking because he got cancer. Like just little things like that, which you just don't think about. Those little impacts. One of my favorite, impact stories is Spider-Man Blue with Jeff Loeb. The whole story is about him telling a story about him and Gwen Stacy, and then at the end, Mary Jane finds out that he's doing it. And he's so scared because he's like, I don't want Mary Jane to think I don't love her, or like that I'm pining over my ex. And she just says, tell her I love her too. And like, I'm crying now just thinking about it. Like tell her I miss her too. Like just that little stuff of really, really inspiring that does stuff like that. I get that a lot in TV too. That's why I like Doctor Who. I don't love every episode of Doctor Who, but when he does those like why he's good episodes, like why he's the good guy, and does those long rants, like every time those get to me. Just like the why I do what I do and why it's important and why people have value and why people matter, like those things really matter. Fucking Danny Quick in the comments here saying I need to do an Ace Blade anthology. See, I'm trying to be serious here, and he's like he's trying to even steal your talent. He literally sets you up to do this just to steal your talent. Oh my God. He's just, oh my God.
Well, so I definitely agree with you and feel what you're saying, because that's how this last episode of My Hero hit me, and I think it's also, at least for me, it's really good because I've already read the manga, so I know what's going to happen. I've read the whole thing, so for me to be able to watch it in anime form and still get those feelings and still be like emotionally invested in it as it's happening, like that's really good writing, and the creator really laid down the foundation. I love callbacks that pull the team together, and and there's a lot of strife with how this series ends. And I say, without any spoilers, if you're upset with the end result of Deku, then you weren't paying attention to the series. That's all I'll say about that.
I'm currently so I know you know this, that I'm a hater of manga, but I'm watching my first anime right now.
Okay, what are you watching?
So my Discord got me mad enough. They're just like, you got to try one. So I'm like, what's the longest? So I'm watching One Piece because it's the longest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 17 drooling episodes in. It has been very tough.
Why did you choose One Piece?
Because if you're gonna force me to watch it, I'll watch all 1,000 just to prove that I still hate it. I'll give it 1,000 episodes to prove that it's bad. Like I'm giving you every chance to win me over.
I appreciate the dedication. I am a avid anime and manga fan, and I refuse to watch One Piece.
All they do is cry. I don't know why they're crying so much. I'm very upset about how often they cry. But it has been very amusing for my Discord because they're finding out things like I didn't know he was stretchy. I assumed they just drew him poorly in the pictures that I saw him stretchy. I was just like, this is just stupid anime art. That's just the way it looks. Like so him being stretchy was a surprise to me. I like that he's a dick. So I will say that I have found some redeeming thing. Like he's a dick. I like that.
Mm-hmm. So my teens at the library are trying to get me to watch it. Every time I come in and I set up, they're always showing me clips from it. And I'm like, yeah, these are 1,000 episodes later. You got to get me to like the characters to want to watch 999 episodes to get here. I don't like the animation, and when I've tried to watch it, and I don't get it. It's too long, and you're talking to a guy who has read all 700 chapters of Naruto. So like,
You love ramen, huh? You like noodles that much?
I honestly, Travis, I do. This household, this household, we fucking love ramen.
I understand. That's fine if that's your thing. Like that's how they got you.
It is, but with being in these moments and stuff like, like when you consume the media and like the medium, and you're reading it or you're watching it, it just makes me want to get back on my table and draw and like, all right, what can I do to make these stories better? Because and that's part of the reason why, one of the reasons, many reasons why we're doing the gauntlet. I want to put Hotshot through turmoil and help and and good moments, but in order for it to matter when we do like a final fight or the final confrontation, you've got to have these breadcrumbs that we've left. You've got to see the breadcrumbs so you can get that whole sandwich at the end of the story, and it's like, it makes sense, it has impact because I saw him fall here, I saw him laugh here, I saw him talk to his friends here, like all that stuff adds up. And I know I keep bringing it up, but they did that so well in My Hero Academia.
Well, and I think you're going to see it with your book. I mean, you and I talked one time, and I think you said 100 issues is the minimum you'd stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got a long way to go, so we're still in the beginning phase. But a comic or manga or any of that is done by the fruit that you build, right? So you're giving it. You basically asked your friends, "Hey, I've got ideas, but can you give me some fruit?" So you're getting fruit. Every issue is 9 new fruits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is not me making fun of Ace Blade, even though it's the worst character ever existed, and why you'd cross over with that, I don't understand, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, I guess I could write that anthology and make it better. I mean, if that's what Danny King needs me to save it, that's fine. But even the Ace Blade character, the villain in that, is that your character after, or is it staying in the Ace Blade universe?
No, my character's staying in FSK, and Danny's staying in his.
No, the villain.
Yeah, the villain. Yeah, no.
Oh, there's villains so both persons getting one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny's bringing one of his ongoing villains that mixes with our new villain.
Okay.
So they have kind of like the same object that they're going after, but different goals.
Sure. So you've got 9 fruits to pick from, that are adding to the universe, and that's just going to produce good things, right? Those little, Black Suit Spider-Man was just Black Suit Spider-Man. It was just an alien suit, and then it became Venom, then it became Carnage, then it became Null, and that's not counting Scream, Toxin, like all the others in between. Like it continues to produce fruit. That's what these things can do. So you're having all your friends, all your creative people give you fruit that you can pick on forever. And especially with big events have room for fruits to pick.
Oh, yeah. And seeing like, being able to have that conversation, that creative conversation, and bounce ideas off people. And, you get the, I will say it has been pure joy having scripts from all of y'all and getting feedback from y'all, but like watching you guys put this stuff together. Right. And I feel like I'm still trying to grow as a writer. Obviously, it's not my cup of tea. I'm trying to learn how to do it, but to have this arena of different writers and then watch how you guys are adding voice to these characters, adding life to the story, and grounding it and making it relatable. Because like especially your story, who can't relate to someone working and struggling for their family. Right. That trying to do everything that they can so their family can live because they want to provide a better life for them, and that makes you take more risks because you don't have as many chances, so you got to jump on what you can jump on, and that one thing you jumped on fucks you, and now you're in the hole, and now you're stuck. How do you get out of that hole? Like I think a lot of people have been there, so when they read the Travis Gibb story, and you go through this like, that sucks. But I feel it though. I feel it. Like, what would you have done in that situation? Type of thing.
No, I've had the Gravel story in me for a long time. So, small spoiler, I wrote a similar. I didn't write the origin or Gravel became its own Hotshot character, but I had a similar character named Gravel that I wrote for a 5-page for a character called Shadow Flame, which is an old 2027 superhero. It did a series. It was pretty good. His name is Shadow Flame. And that whole story was basically, no, actually it was called Granite, not Gravel. And the whole story was just so I can make the pun, don't take things for granted, because he was going to, he wanted to see he broke out of prison literally to be at his daughter's recital. Because his daughter he was already in prison. He literally broke all the rules, and the hero catches him, but lets him get away so he can see his kid's recital before he gets thrown back in jail. So I had the core of a villain who wants to do the right thing. That's why I relate. I love, Vulture has cancer and Sandman has a kid, depending on the year. All these things that are make them more human. What makes them the human part? So making Gravel and giving all these human elements, you relate on why Gravel's angry, has every right to be angry, continues to be screwed. Like when Gravel finally flips, what does that look like? And as someone as Hotshot who just made a mistake, again, if you read issue 12, made a mistake, what does that look like? As someone who's made a mistake, sees someone making a mistake, how do you deal with that? You and I talked about it earlier, what's going on with thing to make sure it really echoes and really make sure this is a issue 14. This isn't Travis taking over Hotshot. It's the next chapter of Hotshot and building character for that character. What does that look like?
Absolutely. All great stuff, man. Super, super excited. Can't wait to get these books in people's hands and start promoting them and get them out here and going down this line, man. Because this is fun stuff. This is the stuff that I've always wanted to do since I was in 6th grade, sitting at my desk, sneaking reading X-Men and talking about it with my friends and drawing our versions of the books and stuff. And to be out here really making these books with other people and going to the shows, like I got a show this coming weekend. Part of the reason why I did this stream today is getting ready for the show.
Well, and we gotta, when they're all out, you gotta try to figure out a way for us all to be at an FSK or a 5-star convention.
That would be excellent.
And you just have people sign the line, maybe for the trades or whatever. I think it would be cool.
It absolutely would.
So you get that going. And again, I'm number 1. I'm the first one out the door, so it's the most important. Set
the tone.
I set the tone. As everyone knows, it's already done. They're still on layouts of this Ace Blade thing they keep talking about. I'm adding pages to my story right now, just in this video. So come on.
I mean, you guys did see it. That was a true action happening, and we are still on the layouts. Hotshot layouts are approved. I got to get the Ace Blade layouts approved. So,
and does he? So, is your Ace Blade issue slotted? Is it Ace Blade 11 or whatever, or is he waiting for it? It's just going to be added to the thing.
Actually, it is slotted as Ace Blade number 15.
Okay.
Yeah. So
no, Hotshot 15.
Yeah, no, his is also on the 15th issue.
Oh, okay.
So that way we can do the similar advertisement. So it's Hotshot 15 Ace Blade or vice versa or whatnot. But he wanted to be the 15th issue as well, so he can push to get those other books out to get us to 15th.
He's got a rush, right? If he wants to do it this year, what is Ace Blade on right now?
Ace Blade is on 11.
So he's got to get before mid next year, 4 issues out.
Well, Charles, I honestly believe that he's just going to drop 15. He's just going to release the 15th issue. basically like we're indies. We don't have to follow the same rules and stipulations that mainstream does.
Well, actually, Image did that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so Image did a like a future issue, like randomly in their thing, they came up with like I think it was 25. So
Mhm.
they pushed it up, and every issue that month was 25, even though they were on like 10 or 12, to show what the future of the book would be like. And then they went back, and then they built up to that. That actually happened.
All right. Well, I believe that is what he's doing as well.
The other thing that if you wanted to follow industry tradition, so Eric Larson had other people write his book.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had every artist and writer switched, and he couldn't stand it. He was the only one who couldn't stand it. So like Spawn had a different writer and artist, and he couldn't stand it. So he went back and made his own issue. So there's 2 issue, like 7 or whatever's of Savage Dragon, because he was like, no, I have to write and draw all of them.
That's crazy.
But yes,
I
no,
get
he
it, I
could
get
do that. But what I would do is advertise it as a future Ace Blade,
Mhm.
like show that it's from the future. Maybe make some changes to Ace Blade of something that affects things. Not to give Danny quick free ideas, but
But no, I get it. I get it.
but if we're seeing the future of where we're getting to with Ace Blade, let's see the future.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Get fans excited. They got 4 issues to see how he lost that arm or whatever.
That's so funny that you said that. Danny Cooper, a few years at FSCon, suggested, how about we have Hotshot lose his arm? I still remember that conversation vividly.
Are you still mad about it?
Not mad about it. I was just like, that's wild. I don't think I was I was definitely not in the headspace to accept the possibilities of that idea. I am now.
You're like, he can't even keep his girlfriend. You want him to lose an arm? Come on now.
But no, so
All right.
right.
Well,
Well,
you keep working. I'm gonna work as well, and we'll make Hot Shot 14 very soon, March.
all right, sounds good.
And I'm gonna pull in a favor, guys. We'll get a good cover. I'll call in one of my friends. We'll get a good one.
All righty, that's
Way better than the Ace Blade ones. I'll tell you that. That's all I gotta say.
I'll tell you that's very exciting because Travis has had some excellent covers on his books.
I know some people.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, thanks for stopping by, Travis.
All right. Do some stuff. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Later. All right, y'all. Let's see if I can get this printer to work. Why do they keep changing these slots here? That's kind of really annoying. All right. Let me bring in my. This would be great. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's see if we can get something to print to the printer. We've got it hooked up through the wire. I'm going to grab some paper here. I'm just gonna see if that works. I don't know. Let's see here. I'll open up this. Let's. printer does not properly connect here. Okay. What? Alright. Do it. There goes the supply levels. Oh, that's what. Try again. Try that one. Okay, so the wire connection, which I thought should work, is not working. This. See what this. This is what I'm afraid of doing. I'm hoping that if I remove it, the printer, plug it up, to refine the printer, and start from there. Okay, so I turn it on. Let's hope that I can do enough troubleshooting. Because the directions aren't helping me. What I'm looking up ain't helping me. Oh, I found it. I mean, it's on. What the fuck is screen share? Okay. Maybe that's it? Because if it found it through the wired connection, because it ain't on Wi-Fi, it ain't got the password and stuff. It's moving. It's moving. It's doing things, y'all. It's doing stuff. It's whirling. It's whirring and. Find it. Find it. Let me sit down. Let me sit down. This is progress. This is progress. It's been a while. It's been a while since these bad boys have been fired up. Motherfucking print. It's print. Getting a print signal is yes, yes, yes. Ah, well, that was the print. How does that look, y'all? It looks like it looks good. That looks like it looks good. Let's grab it. It needs to be cleaned. I mean, obviously it needs to be cleaned. Let's whew. All right, we got one working, y'all. We got one working. All right, so we're gonna name this one though. So I can tell the difference. And we're going to open printer utility. Okay. And we're going to cleaning, deep cleaning, bottom plate. We're going to do a deep clean. So I'm going to let that process. Do that. And while that happens, I'll be back. So I'll see you here in a moment. Start. Yeah.